WWE must fix this with Jey Uso, and in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that is, because there's a major problem that is underlining. A few people have noticed it, a few people haven't yet, but I think it has to be addressed, because I'm a lot like you guys out there where I'm a huge Jey Uso fan. I've seen his progression, where he has started, where he finished off his tag team run with his brother, and to where he is now. I've been very vocal about how I do not like the booking in which Triple H has been giving Jey Uso. I'm not alone. The fans have spoken up across social media. Jey Uso's own father, Rikishi, has been adamant about how he does not like the booking in which Triple H has been giving his own son, to the point where Jey Uso was on a recent podcast. By the way, you can go check out this video on the channel about him talking about what his father had to say. Him talking to his father and saying, look, I understand that you're frustrated. I understand that you were not a fan of what they've been doing with me, but just give it time. Give me a chance to turn this ship around. Now, in Rikishi's case, he took issue with the fact that his son was not given a world championship opportunity or given a ball at SummerSlam. He did not appreciate the fact that he continuously is being booked in high-profile matches, yet not doing anything. He really took issue when there was like a 2-week gap where WWE was teasing a romantic relationship between Rhea Ripley and Jey Uso as a tie-in to Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. Now, obviously, Jey Uso is not doing that anymore, thank God, but they've pivoted and they put Damian Priest in that spot, which makes more sense due to the Judgment Day background. All three were out of it. Technically, I guess Liv is now part of the new Judgment Day that doesn't involve Rhea, doesn't involve Damian Priest, but you get the gist, right? And thank God they went away with it, because Rikishi's big issue was, hey man, what are we doing? Like, he doesn't need to be in a romantic relationship. His character, it doesn't make any sense. He's over like Rover. Can't we just play into that? And oh, by the way, are you trying to ruin this man's marriage? That was his big issue. That was the crux of his problem. And I 100% agree with that. I've been very vocal about how I do not like the fact that they continuously put him in big spots, yet he loses every single time. And I can go down the list, whether it is him failing to dethrone Gunther as World Heavyweight Champion, whether it is him falling short to Damian Priest with the world title on the line earlier this year at Backlash, that idiotic booking afterwards, the Money in the Bank, just disaster, the King of the Ring putting over Gunther, like, it's been horrible. So here's what I was thinking. WWE, they got to fix this Jey Uso problem or else. And what is this problem? It is his booking. And I, as you can see on the screen, I saw this comment, and he said that Jey Uso's singles run has been a disaster. Now, he misspelled singles, but you get the gist. Is it a disaster? I don't know if I would go that far. However, I will tell you this, and this is something that I had to come to grips with when I was thinking about this. I think it's a situation in which they are on the verge of starting to lose fans on Jey Uso, because I talked about this before with LA Knight. We legitimately saw it, and they had to rebound it. We saw this same thing with Becky Lynch, which is, in LA Knight's case and in Jey Uso's case, is very, very similar, which is you cannot continuously book over and over and over a star in big, high-profile matches where there are high stakes against high-named individuals and have them lose. You can't do that, because there's going to be a point where, and we saw this with Bray Wyatt, you can't book people in these big matches, yet they fall every single time, because LA Knight, he would get a big match, he'd get a big opportunity, a.k.a. Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia, and he lost. Then he was booked in a Fatal 4-Way at the Royal Rumble, and he lost. Like, you can't put them in situations like this, because if you're in a feud with Gunther, with Jey Uso for the IC title, and he falls, okay, fine, he got screwed over by his brother. Okay, you put him in a world title match against Damian Priest. Okay, he gets put over somewhat clean. All right, there was outside interference, but somewhat clean. Okay, fine, he got screwed over there. There's 2 times he got screwed over. Then he puts over Gunther. King of the Ring, and it's like, okay, well, I guess we're doing that. But you know what? When Money in the Bank comes, this is Jey Uso's time. Jey Uso's going to come out there and he's going to win Money in the Bank, and he didn't. He didn't win Money in the Bank. What do you do? What do you do? You put the Money in the Bank briefcase on Drew McIntyre. Why did you put that on Drew McIntyre? Well, we needed CM Punk to screw Drew McIntyre for the third time. And oh, by the way, we're going to screw Drew McIntyre for the third time by CM Punk. And oh, by the way, we're going to pivot that storyline about Drew McIntyre taking the bracelet that CM Punk just absolutely adores, loves, and can't get enough of because it was given to him and made by his wife. It was given to him with the love of his dog Larry. That is the crux of that program. And it's like, now we have Jey Uso, who's not on SummerSlam. We have Jey Uso, who is being teased in a romantic relationship. We have Jey Uso, who is starting to team up a little bit with Sami Zayn on Raw just to get wins. And it's like, what are we doing? You don't have The Rock. You don't have a John Cena or an Austin or a Hogan be put in big matches when the fans have him over like Rover. Yet you continuously beat the guy and make him look like a scrub. What are we doing? Like, you have to think about the longevity of a Jey Uso, the investment in which you've put in Jey Uso to the point where he is your top merchandise seller. I understand that Cody Rhodes sells a bunch of merch, and he does, but if you look at, and we know this for a fact, if you go on WWE Shop, click the tab, top sellers, best sellers, week in, week out, they have it. You look at a WrestleNomics that legitimately tracks it. They have all these AI bots that track these individual numbers across social media and YouTube and merch and all of this stuff and TV ratings. And it's like, Jey Uso is a freaking star, yet you continuously book him as a scrub. I don't understand. So you have to get out of that mindset. You have to pivot around that. And I understand that we're probably going towards him reuniting with Jimmy Uso, his brother, to align themselves with Roman Reigns as part of the Bloodline faction. I get that. But like, at what point do we have to sit back and think, what are we doing? That is a common question that I come across every single time. What are we doing? Let me know down in the comments area below, what do you think about this situation? Do you think WWE will finally rally behind Jey Uso or not? Let me know down in the comments area below. Also, if you need some swag, I got your merch hookup down below. You want to support us, I got you there. If you want to get a Jey Uso shirt, affiliate link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I will see y'all in the next video.